Hottest Nesca, here with Truck on Man. We're reacting to...
Man dies after going into an MRI wearing a heavy metal chain necklace.
Hold on. Before you start, I have to ask my chat. I have to ask my baby boos. Have any of you watched the new Final Destination? The newest one. This death is literally from Final Destination.
Yeah.
Oh, Count Tequila, my favorite video. Yeah.
Man wearing heavy metallic necklace died.
Yeah, that's where the major controversy is. The fact that he was wearing that. Maybe the nurses or whatever didn't think it was real metal. Maybe they thought it was like a plastic chain. But I guess Count Tequila will get into it. Let's start.
After being sucked into MRI machine. Dumb ways to die. A 61-year-old man has died after he was sucked
61.
into a magnetic resonance imaging machine at a medical centre while he was wearing a heavy metal necklace. Now you're thinking, oh no, was that terrible? Was he wearing like a gold or a silver chain, but it was, you know, a bit of a heavy one because he was a bit of a G? Or
Well, actually, gold and silver is not magnetic.
Yeah. It would have to be like... It would have to be like...
It's not a ferrous metal.
Yeah. So it wouldn't have been gold or silver. It would have been like, I guess maybe fake gold or
and
silver.
by the way, for the record, his wife was in the MRI. He was coming in to check on her while wearing this giant chain.
Maybe the issue is because maybe he thought it was gold. Maybe he thought it was actually gold, and maybe that's why they let him in.
Oh, wait till he gets into the story.
something like that. No. Wait for it. Wait for it. The man entered the room at Nassau Open MRI in Westbury on New York's Long Island without permission as the MRI machine was running, Nassau County Police Department said. Now, the very, very famous thing about MRI machines is they are giant, hyper-strong magnets. Right? You are not allowed any metal in or on your body in any way. You remove all...
Clearly this guy did not watch the newest Final Destination movie. By any cabinet doctor would be take that off. Yeah. Nothing else need to be said. Yes.
all piercings, if you have metal fillings or metal crowns or stuff like that. I've
Ooh,
got a
that
bunch of
would
metal
suck.
teeth because fights. but basically, you have to get all that shit. It depends on the metal, though. There's some metal crowns that don't trigger magnetism, right? I still wouldn't go in. I would get them removed, right? No, don't worry, you'll be fine. But what if I'm not? But basically, very famously, no metal, nothing like that at all. Can't go near the fucking machine. Right, they even like use pencils and everything near the rim because you're just not allowed metal anywhere.
I still like the part.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, you're not even allowed to have pins because pins have little springs in them.
Oh, I thought you said pencil.
Yeah, you can only have pencils around them.
Oh, okay, he's talking about mechanical pencils.
Yeah, only the old school wood pencils you're allowed to have.
Okay.
Near that machine. And then this fucking genius decides to go in with a great big metal chain around his neck. Now, when I say great big metal chain, wait for it. I hope the article mentions it.
They're gonna actually
his
show
wife told
No.
local media that she had called him into the MRI room after her scan, and his chain necklace caused him to be hurled towards the machine when he walked in. So basically, this guy went lurching forward at 200 miles an hour with this chain around his neck.
So, okay, I thought that death in Final Destination was like way too, what's the word? Comical. I thought the death in Final Destination was way too comical to be real. But, okay, so apparently, the way that one guy died in Final Destination is a possibility.
There was a video online. I remember people were destroying like an old MRI. They were just decommissioned, so they were just fucking with it and trying to destroy it. They were throwing shit at it to get the stick. They were throwing like a chair they couldn't pull off. Like they were throwing shit at it safely. And then eventually they pulled the helium out to destroy the magnet. Because MRIs, they have like liquid helium that goes through them to cool them down. Because if you don't, the magnets will melt together.
I did not know that. Cool. She was tired of his ass. Come here, honey. Come see the Undertaker.
I mean, what the hell? Why wouldn't the chain, even if it's a pretty big gold chain, like if it's pushing against like me, I'm about like about 95 kilograms.
Okay, again. So, okay. Obviously, if it's a gold chain, it'd be mixed with metal too. So
It could be gold plated too.
gold plated, so it still has the metal. But if it was just like pure gold, it wouldn't have done anything. Yeah,
Yeah.
because gold's not
I
magnetic.
I actually haven't weighed myself in quite a while. I'll need to don't quote me on that. Basically,
metal.
you would go, oh, the chain would just like snap. You would get a
Gold
bit of a
isn't a
sore one,
metal,
but the chain would
right?
snap, wouldn't it? Wait for it. Officials say the incident resulted in a medical episode, which is putting it rather mildly,
shit.
and the man was later pronounced dead. MRI machines use a strong magnetic field to produce
double
detailed
check my
images.
moo.
Patients are typically asked to remove metal items and change out of their clothes before undergoing MRI scans or going near the machine, because even if you've got like a little metal button in your jeans, that thing is going to get ripped out at like 200
yeah.
miles an hour because of the strength of this magnet.
zippers.
Basically, there is a
someone
very
says
high
hi
chance
on
of
YouTube.
people coming to
Hi,
harm
hi,
if you do
welcome.
not remove all metal, which is why they give you like a full inspection. Why
There you
this
go.
guy was even
This is
allowed in.
scary. As soon as I typed in gold, it knew what I was wanting. No, pure gold is not magnetic. So there we go. But yeah, that was scary.
The
I just typed in
building with
gold and
what
it
he
knew I
had
was
around his
looking
neck,
that
because
up.
please talk
Phone's
about it in the
listening to
article.
me.
Patients are typically asked to remove metal items. I've just read that. The male victim was wearing a large metallic chain around his
There you
neck,
go.
causing him to be drawn into the machine, which resulted in a medical episode, said Nassau County Police Department, which is investigating the incident.
Yeah, change metal is in you. They have to look for it.
And also, it's probably just safe and sorry to take everything off you don't need. Plus, also, when you're in MRI, it's kind of like just a big scan. They don't want it in the way, too.
Right. Yeah, it can't help me finding. Oh no. Oh.
Though police have not named the victim, Adrian Jones McAllister told local television station News 12 Long Island that it was her husband Keith who died. He waved goodbye to me and then his whole body went limp, she said. Miss Jones
that's
McAllister
depressing.
said she was getting a Miss. Damn, come on. Miss
So
Jones.
wait. So, okay. He had the time to wave goodbye to her?
His neck probably got broken, and right before he passed out and died, he kind of waved goodbye to her.
Oh my god, that's depressing.
Yeah, that's where I'm going.
McAllister said she was getting an MRI scan on her knee and asked her husband to come in to help her get up afterwards. She said, here it is, he was wearing a 20 pounds, 9 kilogram chain with a lock that he used for weight training. He was wearing an actual like chain that you would see on a fucking ship with a big padlock in it around his neck. And they
No, that was not no simple gold little dinky doo-doo chain.
Yeah, no, he was wearing an actual metal...
Like something you would use to like chain a dog or something with.
It's depressing, but damn. Yeah, he probably knew that he was going to die in seconds. Yeah.
Yeah, because, his neck got broken from the chain. From the pure... Like, again, in the movie Final Destination, how the guy just got swooshed towards the MRI. So that's actually a thing. You can get swooshed with the magnetic badooty-doos of the MRI if you're wearing anything metal. And it broke his neck. Given, I don't think it decapitated him like in Final Destination.
The metal spring, which, by the way, point he makes in the video, MRIs are probably down in the basement, far away from anywhere else in the if it's not just a specific building just for like imaging.
Right.
They don't want anything near it that's metal.
Yeah, woofles.
I'm sorry, if I run an MRI business,
the
you're not
MRI
getting into the
machine.
building with that thing around your neck.
Yeah, no, his wife was the one in the MRI machine. He was not in the MRI machine.
Yeah, supposedly he bolted in without, the staff was telling him to not go in there, obviously.
And the wife was, like, just yelling for him.
Yeah.
And he just kind of, husband instincts. Shouldn't they have, like, big signs that say no metal on top of the, on the door or something?
I'm pretty sure there's no metal as you walking in.
Does your chain hang low? Does it try to remove your head or not? He wasn't. Yeah. How did he get in with all of that metal? Okay. So basically, from what it sounds like, he just barged in the door because his wife was in there. It was going to help her get up, apparently, and just no one stopped him. Well, I don't know. Door
Right,
wasn't
I'll
locked.
be out in the car
Should've
park
been
going,
locked.
leave that in the fucking car. You are not coming into this building with that at all. You are definitely not going anywhere near the MRI machine. And basically, anyone who's worked with the MRI machine should have saw him standing there and went, hey, hey, big guy, I realise, you know, whenever you can, you know, like that's how you get fit. Whatever you are and whatever you.
I mean, if it's like a big sign, I mean, I don't know. You are kind of right. You are kind of right. He was probably too distracted by his wife being like, "Honey, come get me."
Well, the part that gets me is,
Why is the doors not locked for that?
why did no one stop him? Like, he makes a good point. Why are you even in the building with that on?
Yeah. Nope, you still ain't getting in. This is just
Can.
unfortunate.
However, not now. Not with a 20 pounds
Bad.
giant fucking chain that you would see on a ship hanging around your fucking neck.
Yeah.
Right. Basically, someone should have said something.
Uh-huh.
I have no training on I have had to get an MRI before. I take ocular migraines, and they wanted to make sure I've.
I have a hot take. I think I know why.
DI?
Yeah. I think it was like, if we ask you to remove something, you could like make it like a racial issue.
No, I'm sorry. They can make it that I'd rather fight that out than, you know, have someone break their damn neck.
I know, but some people are just that dumb and think, oh, I can't say anything to this guy because he'll get all snippety or I don't know, you know?
You know.
You know.
Didn't have a tumour or something like that.
Yeah, as stupid
and I had to
as
go
he
in and get my big
was,
scan, and
the
they says,
smart
"Oh, there's no
people
tumour and
let him
everything, so
in.
that's all good." And I'm like, "Oh, cool. How do I stop the migraines?" And they went, "I don't know. Bye." Fucking love the NHS. But anyway, I don't work in MRI machines. However, if I was in the rating room, I would have said, "Take that off now." Take that off immediately, mate. Because the famous things about MRI machines is you can't take metal near them.
Did you hear about CIG 320 pistol killed a man?
Huh.
Well, what is this?
I don't know. I never heard of that. I'll look it up sometime.
What's an SIG? What is that?
SIG? I don't know.
Didn't earn it.
And that is a lot of fucking metal, like a cartoonish amount of fucking metal. Just the utter stupidity. The utter stupidity of this.
She is gone.
At that instant,
Oh, something about like I think it was something I saw. Morris Kruger was talking about like a gun that like had real bad. It would like if you mess with it side to side like this, it would go off without touching the trigger or something. I'm thinking. I could be wrong. It's a brand name. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, SIG.
Jean switched him around, pulled him in, and he hit the MRI, she said. Miss Jones-McAllister said the visit on 16 July was not her and her husband's first time at the MRI facility. It was also not the first time that the employee had seen her husband's weight that he used for training, she said. Fire that employee. Fire that employee immediately. Like, anyone should be like, no. No, you are not bringing that anywhere near the machine. You are not going anywhere.
Okay, so it does sound like it was the nurse who might have been the Remo here.
Yeah.
For not... no. If that's like the second time this guy's brought these heavy chains, you go up to him and say, "Excuse me, sir, you really shouldn't bring this next time, especially if you decide you want to go inside with your wife during the MRI process."
I had to ask my mom this because she would know this.
I
don't think
mom's a nurse.
They probably don't let anybody in there that's not staff till after they're done.
Right. That makes the most sense too. so
near the
dumb.
machine with that thing. You're not allowed in the building with that around your fucking neck. That was dumb. Everyone
Yeah.
involved in this situation is fucking dumb. She claimed an employee and her husband previously had a conversation about it before. Oh,
Okay.
that's a big chain. If
That's
your
it?
employee say, oh, that's a big chain, get it the fuck out the building. No metal near the machine, no ifs, no buts, no coconuts. Get the fuck out the building with that around your neck.
Yeah.
Miss Jones McAllister said the technician tried to pull her husband away from the machine because the problem is even after you switch the machine off, it's still very heavily magnetised. I'm
it doesn't
saying,
just
could you
go
turn
off
off the
that
machine?
fast.
She said,
Yeah.
call 911, do something, turn this damn thing off. The BBC has contacted NASA
Can't.
Open MRI for comment. Well, they're not going to give one because the lawyers will be advising them not to. According to the US Food and Drug Administration, MRI machines have magnetic fields that will attract magnetic objects of all sizes, keys, mobile phones, and even oxygen tanks, which may cause damage to the scanner or injury to the patient or medical professionals
Yep.
if those objects become projectiles, which is why they do a million different checks before you're allowed anywhere near the machine, and it's why everyone's like through a fucking blast shield and everything before you go in.
So the question is it the nurse that should be getting sued, or is they're just going after the hospital?
But if he's in the hospital, he'll be fine. He's got a few broken bones around his neck. It could be an imaging center that's not near a hospital too.
Point. See, the brain damage was too severe. So they took his phone away, but not his large chain. You think he probably had his phone with him too?
I don't know.
Cause that seems dumb. That does. Cause like do they have like a when you're visiting or you're no okay I have a speculation here. Okay, when you go into the place, I wonder, do they have like a little tray where they tell you to put your metal material here? Wouldn't the train have been a big red flag if that's the case, if that's how they do?
Again, I don't know. I've never had an MRI, and I don't know anything.
Yeah.
But
That
common
would-
sense does tell you just if someone wants to solve
Actually,
it.
no. I will give it this. Not most people know what MRIs are. Not all people know that they're a giant magnet. That's not too common.
But still, the staff should have told him to took it off.
That part would have made it common. That should have been something that the staff should have done. So yeah, this is definitely a staff flaw.
In
but
2001,
the real
a 6-year-old
question
boy
is,
died of a fractured skull
was
at a New
the,
York medical
phone
center while
on-
undergoing an MRI exam.
Hold on. On a selfie stick.
Boom, I'm more forgetting. Oh, he was talking about.
Another
After
one.
its powerful magnetic force propelled an oxygen tank across the room. That's fucking horrible. That's absolutely terrible.
Wait, how did he die?
Basically,
No,
there should
this was another one that back in 2001, a kid got killed because there was an oxygen tank nearby the machine. And
I know, but I know what did it slammed him in the face?
Yeah,
Was that like in the Final Destination where it took off his head, or?
probably.
I mean, who knows? This is definitely the staff's fault, so yeah.
There's gonna be
be a
lawsuits.
checklist of things that you
Yeah.
fucking do before you go in. Why not just have a metal detector down the hall? And it basically
Point.
says if you beep, you are not fucking going past this point. I think that should be the
Yeah.
case. But
Yeah. That's actually really smart. I mean, most places would have a metal detector anyway. Why not? That would have been a smart idea. There's only so much that selfies can do, staff can do. Well, the fact that she did not say, "Sir, you should not be wearing anything metal around this point, especially if you want to go inside and see your wife." And also the fact that they just let him go into the MRI area willy-nilly.
Yeah.
Sorry, that whole thing's dumb. Unless for some reason the staff is sitting there thinking, "Oh, that giant chain is probably made of plastic." Do.
there's another incident that's rather famous, and I think people are going to be pissed off
Oh,
in the
here.
comments if I don't mention it. This got posted on Twitter. The butt plug incident. where basically, anybody remember the original Jackass movie, that stunt that Ryan Dunn did, where he stuffed a toy car up his backside, and then he had to go in and get like an X-ray and stuff like that, and he's like, "Oh, just my arse is sore. I just want a little X-ray, you know." And he got an X-ray, and they seen a toy car up there, and they filmed the whole thing, and it was just kind of...
Yeah, there was a bit in the original Jackass movie. They shoved a car up Ryan Dunn's ass.
And it got stuck in his butt.
No, they did it intentionally. They went in. It's like, hey man, I was drinking last night. I think I slipped and fell and hurt my hip. I need to get an X-ray done.
Oh.
And then they take a picture of the X-ray. You see the car up his ass, and the doctor's like, just staring at it, like, what the fuck?
That's kind of funny though.
Kind of funny, right? Basically, this guy tried to do the same thing, but with a butt plug. He was getting an MRI done. He went in with a butt plug up because apparently everybody around you has to be party to your fucking fetishes, you absolute degenerate. But it backfired. And even me...
Don't tell me the butt plug was metal.
He thought it was silicone, but apparently there was a little metal bead in it.
Nah, it backfired because the butt plug was not just made of silicone. It had, or whatever, I think, is it silicone? It's silicone they're made of or something. Just some weird plasticky rubbery bullshit, right? But it had a steel ball inside it. So basically the butt plug got propelled up his body at like 200 miles an hour.
Oh my
and he is now
god!
suing the MRI place for him being a fucking weirdo. But basically his arsehole and internal organs got absolutely... He survived. I mean, if it were me, I don't know if I would want to survive that. But yeah, that's another incident that happened. Basically, there are all...
No. No. I don't feel like the staff was liable for that one.
I guess that was a final pain in the ass. He survived, yeah.
He survived.
A lot of accidents around MRIs, and I think there should be some kind of universal checklist that everybody does, just so that you don't get sued into utter oblivion. And yeah, there are some things that people miss. There are metal fillings sometimes.
But shouldn't there be like maybe a waiver or something that like notes like don't bring metal here, and this and that, so they don't get sued because people dumb.
Was it made by Bad Dragon? No, because it's not like they use metal in anything.
Ugh, I hope not. Oh. Note to self, don't stick a dildo in pulse while doing an MRI. Gotcha. You never know.
There could be pins that someone got in their leg, you know, for an ankle break as a child when...
Oh god, no.
They were 6 and they just forgot about them and everything, which is...
Oh, that'd be a fucking... That'd be one of those dark, fucked up hentais. Or they oh, that'd be...
Good to know.
Okay.
You can see it comes to the stomach.
I was just gonna say shoots up through the skull. Goes floof.
Why there's a lot of checks that should be
It's a
performed
sex kill,
before anybody
okay?
goes anywhere near these machines. And one thing that definitely anyone in the street that knows a single thing about MRIs could tell you is... No, you cannot go near the fucking machine with a £20 shipping chain around your fucking neck.
Yep.
And this subterranean residence was...
Oh, it ended abruptly.
Alright, we'll end the video there.
Thank you for joining us. Don't wear metal in your butt. Bye. Thank you all for joining me. Please like, subscribe, and comment. It would make me very happy. Kiss